Hi, my name's Bob Fritz. I knew I became a Gator back when I was in high school. It was 1973, 73, 74. I was with a good friend of mine who ultimately was my roommate at the University of Florida my freshman year. We were working on a homecoming float with the Key Club, and we had been good friends for years. But he was from Georgia, and his family was from Georgia, and he was always a Georgia Bulldog fan. And actually I grew up down in South Florida, so I was more of a Miami fan. But once he became we were there that day, and he and I were about the only ones working on the float. We had a radio on. It was the Georgia-Florida game. And I don't remember exactly the score. It was probably, but Florida, I think, won. Maybe I'm wrong, because it was a long time ago, but by 1 point. And this guy never said a cuss word in his life. He was the most Christian, honorable guy I've ever known. And his comment was, "Those damn Bulldogs," when the Bulldogs lost. And I was rooting for Florida the whole way, more or less to give him a hard time. But after that, I became a big fan of the Gators, and of course went to school there. And he and I were roommates. He's now like the senior editor of the Palm Beach Post sports page. And, so I don't know who he roots for really, but he covers the Gators, and he wrote for the Alligator, and it was a great time. And his name was Dave George, and we've just had a great time all these years rooting for the Gators. Thanks.